Oi pessoal, tudo bem com vocês? Meu nome é Laís e eu tô aqui hoje pra gravar mais um vlog do meu dia. Esse bebezinho, esse menininho bonitinho. Esse é meu filho, ele se chama Jacob e é isso. Vou gravar mais vídeos do meu dia a dia mesmo. E se eu tiver alguma dica de alguma coisa... Que bonitinho, vem, 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 tchau. Sim, tchau. Então, vou gravar mais vídeo do meu dia a dia. Se eu tiver dica de alguma coisa, de cuidado com o cabelo. Meu cabelo agora tá cacheado. Mas enfim, dica de cabelo, dicas de maquiagem, ou seja lá o que for, eu vou estar gravando e postando aí no YouTube. Então, se você não quer perder nada, já deixa o like, se inscreve no canal e ativa o sininho de notificação para você receber os próximos vídeos que eu vou estar postando, tá? Então, vamos pro vídeo!
What's the camera for?
And when you look at the genealogies of Jesus
Well,
Christ,
I'm supposed to do vlogs. No.
along with Abraham and David, you've got the Abrahamic covenant, the Davidic covenant, and you also got the New covenant, because those two Old
So
Testament
at
covenants
least
are
10
fulfilled
weeks
in the
of
New
the
covenant.
day.
So that's going to be our
You're
theme
supposed to
all day long Sunday. And we'll probably come back to this text, or at least make reference to it. But the reason I said that the fear of God is a mark, identifying mark of God's people. Now let me give you some other verses before we read this. In Psalms 103, verses 11, 12, and 17, again, we see that those who fear God are called God's people. Philippians chapter 2, verse 12, speaking to the church, he says, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. In 1 Peter 1:7, it says, our sojourning on earth is to be in the fear of God. Revelation chapter 14, verses 6 and 7. We find that, again, the everlasting gospel. The first thing is said, fear God. Fear God. And so it characterizes rather the true worshipers of God. You find this again in Revelation 15:4 and Revelation 19:5.
Even Ecclesiastes,
who are worshipers of God fear God. We're talking about a very healthy fear. And one at a time, we find that in
let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
12,
fear God and keep His
remember when
commandments.
Abraham obeyed God,
For
going
God
up
shall
to
bring
the
every
mount to
work into
sacrifice his
judgment,
son.
every secret
And the
thing,
Lord
whether
stopped
it
him
be
in the
good
midst
or
of
whether
that
it be evil.
before he went through with it.
It's all about
And he
fear.
says,
The
now
fear of the
I know
Lord is the beginning
that thou
of
fearest
everything.
And what he did in verses 15, 16,
You
17,
can't even be saved if you haven't
his
experienced the
covenant he originally made with him.
He was just
in
explaining
Genesis
the verses there
12, and he told me
that
the sea
fear of God is
the
the
seashore
character
stars
of a Christian.
So those are some other verses on that.
That they fear God and they
Notice
fear
now in Jeremiah chapter 32.
displeasing Him.
I'm reading from verse 36 to verse 40.
Jacob.
In reference to the new covenant. This is promised to them, which is fulfilled in Christ. He said, and now therefore, thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel,
It's
concerning
about
this
not
city,
wanting,
and this city
not
here in
wanting to
Jerusalem,
displease Him.
whereof you say,
Wanting
it
to
shall
live
be
in a way
delivered into the
that's
hand of the king of
pleasant
Babylon
in
by the
the sight,
sword and
where
by
you
the
can,
famine and by the
when
pestilence.
this life
Behold,
is
I will
over,
gather them
and you
out of
see
all countries, whether I have driven them in my
they hear,
neighborhood
well done, thou good
and in my
Então, gente, isso foi praticamente o meu dia. Passei o dia com o Jacob, ele tirou uma soneca bem longa. Então, eu deitei um pouco pra descansar também. E coloquei a coxa e o lençol da cama pra lavar. E aí eu descansei, e depois o Steven chegou, a gente jantou. E ele trouxe minhas compras, eu mandei mensagem pra ele mais cedo pra trazer algumas coisas pra gente, porque tava precisando e também porque eu tava muito cansada pra cozinhar hoje. Então eu pedi pra ele trazer algumas coisas do mercado. E aí ele vai ficar com o Jacob um pouquinho agora pra eu tomar um banho, porque eu fico com ele o dia inteiro e não tem ninguém pra me ajudar, então eu deixei ele com o Jacob um pouquinho agora pra eu tomar um banho. E aí depois que eu tomar banho, vou dar banho no Jacob, vou dar mamar pra ele e colocar ele pra dormir. E aí vai ser o tempinho que eu vou ter pra descansar. E relaxar um pouco no telefone, fazer alguma coisa. E aí eu vou dormir. E aí depois eu vou editar vídeo. De manhã cedo, se o Jacob não acordar, eu vou editar vídeo e... se tudo der certo, eu posto tudo na sexta-feira. Então, é isso. Okay. Night.
If you want to turn the Bible off, it's fine.
Okay.
I just figured I'd put the Psalms on. Since you have a lot of people complain in the Psalms.
What do you mean?
Like, in Psalm 13, David's like, how long are you gonna forget me, God? Forever? I look for you, I can't find you. And there's so many Psalms that are these complaints to God. And one of them even by Asaph later on in the Psalms, he I think like maybe Psalm 77, and he was he was saying about how it seems unfair, and it wasn't just him. He did probably the biggest one.
Come on, Jacob.
But it was mainly him and some other psalmists. And he was complaining, saying, you know, look, Lord, I look at people in the world and they have all this money, and they you know, in our modern times, they get all these followers, they get all this stuff, and people follow them, and they make all this money, and they do all this other stuff, and then it seems like they don't have any problems and no worries and stuff, and here I am, and I'm trying to
Time to go, Jacob.
I'm trying to serve you, and
Jacob.
it's like I have, for me, it's just trials and temptations I have to deal with, and everybody else, it seems like they have no problems like this at all. So, and he was saying how he didn't even want to talk to the younger people about it. Like, they even say those things around the kids to make them even think about that. There's a lot of them that do that. I have to even realize that, okay, yeah, the people in the world, it seems like they have this carefree life, and they get to do whatever they want, or it seems like that. But I've seen their end, and I've seen the end of the righteous, and now I understand.
Yeah, but that's how life is, babe.
Yeah, but
It's hard.
the Christian life is impossible without the Spirit helping us. There's so many things as Christians that how we must be living as Christians. That is against our nature. Like even loving your enemies. No one does that. That's not natural. It's not natural to love someone who's talking to you bad and treating you bad and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's really hard.
That's not natural. That's why you need the Spirit. It's a supernatural change. Because otherwise you can't do it. Yeah, we need to go to bed.
Okay, babe.
Love you.
Love it too.
The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands, and he recompensed me. For I kept the ways of the Lord, and have not wickedly departed from my God. For all his judgments were before me, and I did not put away his statutes from me. I was also upright before him, and I kept myself from my iniquity. Therefore hath the Lord recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands in his eyesight.
No, Jacob. Lay down. Look at the duck. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. How does the duck says? Quack, quack, quack. Como o pato fala? Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, quack, quack.
I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn again till they were consumed. I have wounded them, that they were not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued unto me those that rose up against me. Thou hast also given me the necks of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. They cried, but there was none to save them. Even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. Then did I speak them small as the dust before the wind, and he cast them out as the dirt in the street. Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people. Thou hast made me the head of the heathen, a people whom I have not known shall serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. The strangers shall submit themselves.
Bom dia, gente. Ontem não deu pra terminar o vídeo pra vocês, mas esse foi meu dia. Espero que vocês tenham gostado de assistir. Não esquece de se inscrever aqui embaixo, deixa o like, ativa o sininho de notificação para não perder os próximos vídeos que eu postar. E deixa um comentário aqui embaixo sobre o que vocês gostariam que eu gravasse. Aí é isso. Um beijo e tchau!